Hey, my fellow friends, welcome back to my channel. And it's just great to be back on again. Oh, looks like my cat wants to join in the video. You do, Boo. Yeah, you do. You do. So, without further ado, I like to share my experience in the course I was taking called Introduction to Accessible Content, Soft Skills, and Media Skills. I think I said that right. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I think my cat wants some attention. But no worries. I'll tell you my experience in the course I took from February to May. Yes, I know, boo boo. So it was a really cool experience for me. I got to learn I got to learn new things you know, I never learned before. I learned about marketing. I learned about the types of disabilities that I never knew. I know, boo boo. And I got to learn how to do a podcast. That was really cool. And some of the assignments were a little challenging, some were easy, but at least I passed. That's all that matters. And my classmates were really great, and so were my teachers. I know. And yeah, I words cannot describe how much I enjoyed doing that course. Like, I got to learn how to do captioning, and I never knew you could do that. I know, people do it on YouTube because some people are visually impaired, which I get. But I never knew that I could do something like that. I thought that was really, really cool. My favorite part was the podcasting and the vlogging. And I got along with my classmates. Yes, I got along. I meet some, got to meet a lot of them. A lot of them were really nice. My friend Sean's the expert with podcasting, and I got to meet Kathy Ruggles, my friend Corral, friend Kevin and Joseph, Tammy, Kathy Bell, my classmates, and got to meet Kaylee, Nafisa, um, Juliana. Who else am I missing? Mohammed, and yeah, they were really great. We got to work on our interview skills, our communication skills, and yeah, and the staff were really great. Jennifer was really great because she taught me something I never knew before, and it was something new. Liz was pretty good. She's the one that taught us about marketing and making things accessible. And I guess Stephanie Zabaron, she was really good too. She was the one that does voiceovers, and she does podcasting as well. And we can't forget Allie. She's also my mentor. She also has CP, just like me. Allie taught us about audio editing by using Audacity. I know she used Reaper too. And oh yes, I got to meet Edith, who is also visually impaired. So let's just say let's just say everybody in the course is very friendly. And I got to work with some of my classmates. We are working on a website called Clicks, and we're trying to make it accessible for everyone. Sean's more the expert at these things, And I would send him, my videos on my interviews. And I thought I would, tell everyone what I thought about it. Oh my God, somebody in my eye. I'm sorry. Yeah, and Joseph was really nice too. And who else am I missing? I do have a feeling, but I think I got everybody. But if not, I'll just say everybody because sometimes, I tend to forget everyone's names. Okay, that's all right. So yeah, when I did the podcasting, well, more the vlogging, I got to interview one of my friends from Snap South. Of course, you know him, Mr. D, who has spina bifida. And he was my first guest. And I got to interview my classmates. Yeah, I got to interview Corel, I got to interview Kathy Ruggles and Kevin and Sean. It was like, it helped my interview practice get better. I got to interview one of Snapso's staff, Erin Watson. She was very impressed how I was doing the podcasting. So I believe, I hope one day we can continue doing this. It doesn't have to be for school, boo. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, even Grace, and Kaylee, they were pretty good too. They were good. Yeah, I know, boo. I love you too. Yeah, look at my cat here. He just wants my attention. If I ever do a video vlog or talk on the phone, she just always wants to get my attention. But she loves me and I love her. Hey, boo boo. Yeah. Oh, I know you do. I know you do. So I know it's going to be an ongoing thing with Alaware, and hopefully, they will help us get better, with looking for a job and help us practice more with our interview skills. And here's my tip: it's okay to be nervous, but just be yourself when you do an interview. Like I always have to learn that, boo. And just have fun doing it. Oh, there she goes. Have fun doing the interview and be positive about it. And if you're interested in taking the course, I highly recommend it. You're going to learn lots of new things you've never learned before. And yes, and let's not forget Mike, who is a wheelchair user. He was pretty good. And John. I think that's everybody. Yeah. I know most of everybody by heart, but sometimes I tend to forget, but my apologies. That's okay. So I can tell you how this all happened. Well, I'm not going to try and make it too personal, but this is the truth. So technically, I was still going through that breakup with my ex-boyfriend and myself, but I was slowly moving on with my life. And my old boss from the Sapso Day program sent me an email, and it mentioned the program, and I thought, okay, this is very interesting. It was like a little push. I was going back to school again, but it would be online. I know with COVID and all, but I find it easier to take courses online now. Going to Humber wasn't a problem because it's in Toronto and we know where Toronto is. But you have to worry about transportation, especially in the wintertime. You know what I mean? You can always go on your computer at home and then log on to Zoom, and then you can do the course from home. That's what I liked about it. You didn't have to worry about driving in the wintertime and not worrying what the weather's going to be like, and you didn't have to worry what classes you were going to miss. And they record the, they record the lectures, which was a good thing. So thank you for doing that. For people who couldn't make it or who weren't feeling good, at least, we have the technology, right? We have the technology today. I mean, it was, I don't know how to tell you this, but, with COVID hit, it was like everything changed. Like, you didn't know what the future was going to hold. You didn't know if you were going to see your friends again or your loved ones again in person. But now with the technology, you can use it. It may be in person, but you're in your own home. You know what I mean? And with this course, you're still seeing your classmates in person, but they're in their homes, just like I'm in my home. So yeah. And with this experience, it was like a big push. I got to meet all I got to meet everybody. Well, I got to meet my classmates. I got to meet my teachers, my mentors. So yeah, it helped me, not feel sad. It helped me, get to know everybody, and it was a great experience. The project I find was challenging was the PowerPoints project. Let me be honest with you. I did use it before when I was in Humber. That was many years ago. And it was easy at the time. But when I used it again, it was different. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to make this accessible? Like, it's so different. At least I know what to do in the future. That's why you're in school. You learn things, and then it helps you get better at certain stuff. So yeah, I highly recommend anyone who's interested. I highly recommend it. It was really fun. They'll teach you lots of things. I believe you're going to enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, I sure enjoyed it. Getting to know lots of people, getting to know, different types of disabilities. Even though I have CP, at least, I can learn things and how I can make things accessible. I did wear orthotics back in the day. That was accessible, but I don't wear them anymore. Well, I did back in the day because I had trouble walking, but my walking's better now. Yeah. You go through a lot of challenges in your life, but you overcome them. And that's what you can do when you interview someone in a podcast. Ask the person, like when they have a disability, ask the person what were the challenges and how do you overcome them, and what do you plan to do in the future. Those were the questions I asked. And yeah, it taught us lots of things. It taught us, always check to make sure your documents are accessible, for everyone who has a disability to read it. And oh my gosh, this is the funny part. I'm sorry, Stephanie, but I thought this part was pretty funny. When we did the exercise for our vocal cords, I know one of us had a quirk. And yes, I remember one of my classmates, James, I believe he was into podcasting, or I'm not sure. That's okay. I'm sure he'll tell me. So we had to have a cork or a carrot, and we had to enunciate the words in our vocal cords. And we had to say, I have a strong voice, while biting on the cork or the carrot. I'm sorry, I thought that was pretty Even like, the tongue twisters. It's like, it would kind of remind me of that Mother Goose rhyme. Peter Pike. Okay, I won't do it because I'm gonna laugh doing it too. But it helped me with my interview skills. That's how I got to interview my friends. I got to interview my classmates. I got to interview my other friend. And I hope that one day, you know, it will become popular. And I plan to continue doing it. Like, I like to get to know more people. And it doesn't have to be just about special needs. It can be about anything. It can be about arts and entertainment. It can be about movies. It can be about careers. It can be about anything. So yeah, it was fun. It kept me busy because even though I was home a lot, but at least it kept me busy. And at least it helped me make new friends and work with everybody. Excuse me. So that was my experience. And I like to turn it into something positive. And, I want to continue to learn those accessibility skills. And hopefully, I get to see the staff again. Well, I know I see Allie every Monday, so yeah. And I'm not sure when graduation is, but it's going to be on Zoom, and I've never done that before. But I'm sure it's going to be nice. And I know the Edge program's coming up, so it should be interesting. So I like how it's ongoing, and we can still talk to, the staff from Allaware and our classmates. So yeah, that was my experience. And the staff are really great. They will help you with anything if you're stuck on assignments. They will do their best to help you. And they're really good. So I recommend you take the course. So that was my video. Bye.